One of the functions I love about this tool is the Add Clients feature. This lets me give my client access to their tab, and I can decide whether or not to allow them to edit it. First of all, I chose one of the templates, in this case the webinar replays, and I modified it slightly. I added the word new just so it was slightly different. I'm going to save and preview. So if I go to the salon test, you can see that the tab is already there. You can also see that the page has not been published, so only admin are going to be able to see it at this point. I am admin, which is why I was able to add this to the tab, and then Susan is the owner, and so she can also see it even though it's not published. But in this case, I also want to give her access to be able to modify the page if she so chooses. So if I go back to the store and click Add Clients, it asks me for the client user ID. Well, to find that, I go to findmyfacebookid.com, and I just need to put in the profile URL. So the profile URL can be found by simply going to that person's profile and grabbing that information. Here's the profile URL for Susan. Look up the numeric ID. There's the numeric ID. I'm going to copy it. Go back to the store. Paste the user ID. I want to allow editing. It's active. Hit add. Now notice that the client is now given access to this specific tab, and I've allowed them to actually edit the content as well. Now if I click here for the login URL, this login URL is specific for Susan, and only Susan can utilize it to log in. And when she logs in at this URL, she will actually be able to edit the tab. I can also edit, make changes. In other words, if I wanted to disallow content editing or make it so it's inactive, I don't want to make any changes. I could also delete. So let me show you this. I'm going to copy this information, get out of here, and now I'm going to log out totally, including out of Facebook, log in as Susan, and show you how that works. Okay, I've logged in as Susan into Facebook, so when I go to that unique URL, again, this is only for the client login, and this is specific to Susan. Connect with Facebook. Again, going to request permissions, hit OK to both. And notice the only option here is to modify the theme or change the content, etc. So Susan has the ability to modify this one tab. All the other options are not available. Now, I could also have set it so that Susan could not modify the content. But in this case, since I was collaborating with her on developing this page, I wanted to go ahead and give her full access to that one tab. And any changes she makes that are saved will then show up on the tab itself. So here I'm still logged in as Susan. If I click on the storefront, you'll see that the changes have updated. And what if I wanted to change the wording so it didn't say storefront or change the image? Well, that can be done within the fan page itself by admin, going into edit page, update page info, choosing apps, finding the social mini store, edit settings, change the tab name, My Store, or whatever you want, custom tab image, you can click change and upload a new image. In this case, I don't have one. And then when you hit save and OK, go back to view page and notice that you've got the new name there. So that's all there is to it.